Hey guys, it's Isa. It's been many months since I gave you an update on my succulent collection. So here is my main collection. A couple general thoughts. This is a new grow light, the bamboo grow light from Gardener's Supply. I really like it. A lot of succulents have stopped etiolating and got better color, especially Echeverias. So I also got rid of the really tiny pots and repotted everything. So like the only thing that I left really in a tiny pot is this star cactus right here. I don't really know how to grow cacti very well. Like I don't have the conditions to get them to flower. So this guy is rarely watered and he seems fine. Everything else is in this medium-sized pot, or this is the largest pot that I really grow in. So that's kind of, that enables me to water about every 2 weeks. So I guess without further ado, my collection, I'll try to go at a decent pace as I have a lot of plants. This is a crested Topsy-Turvy plant. I'm waiting for it to root. It's really beautiful, love crests. I hope it roots soon because it's getting really wrinkly. It's just a jade. Here are some pups on a stem of a beheaded neon breakers, waiting for their new homes, and some Crosula moonglow pups. So adorable. Right over here, we'll go in the back row first. This is my Senecio Lavender steps, along with an adorable Sedavaria royal flush. Back there, a little pup. My fairy castle cactus. Then over here we have my pink moonstones. These guys have undergone a lot. They've undergone beheadings and rootings and all sorts of crazy stuff. So, but they're around. Here is my Hawartha African pearls, looking really beautiful. I love the really dark color. Sorry for the little lights. That's kind of how it's lit from the top. Here is my Crosula Ivory Towers. I love how it has just turned into this cluster after I beheaded it and reset the two heads. My tiger Kalanchoe Humilis, recently repotted, separated into 3 plants. Pachyphytum, not exactly sure of the species, but I really like this one. Sometimes I call it my long moonstones because the leaves are a little too long and flat to be moonstones, but I love it nevertheless. My cotyledon bear paws, it bloomed for a long period of time. Now it's done and it's just kind of hanging out. Going to the next row here, we have the Echeveria Topsy-Turvy, and it is letting out a flower spike, as you can see. I'm trying to avoid these lights from showing in the video, but I may not be able to do so. Then over here we have the Echeveria Leela Cena. It really stopped etiolating under this light, so I might be headed because you can see that it's a very slow grower, but you can see that it had started etiolating under the previous light conditions. I promise to not repeat the word etiolating in my video over and over, maybe. Here's the big mother plant, Echeveria Neon Breakers, looking beautiful. My Pearl von Nuremberg, I also beheaded, there you go again, and reset it. It hasn't been growing very much. It's gone into some sort of dormancy, but it has new growth right now, and it is still magnificent as ever. Graptoveria opalina, looking good. Here is my cubic frost. It has undergone many iterations. This is, I believe, still the main top of it. It's, well, again, the word etiolating a little bit under this light, but it's the best I can do. Here is probably one of my most beautiful Echeverias at the moment. This is an Echeveria colibra, one of 2 carunculated Echeverias that I own. I bought this one from Leaf and Clay. It's really like doubled in size since I bought it. My Sedavaria Blue Elf, not much more to report. And Graptoveria Fred Ives, also nothing new to report. My Crosula propeller plant, looking good. Kalanchoe Aurora Borealis. I I love the way these little plantlets start growing on the edges of the leaves, and obviously I love the colors. This is a sedum, I think it may be sedum firestorm that I got somewhere as a freebie, but love this thing because it's like a little tree. My Pachyphytum ganzu, so the big one obviously on the left is the mother plant, and then you can see 3 bebés. The ones immediately to the right of the mother plant are leaf propagations, and this guy here is a stem propagation, which you can see the size difference, but they're doing very well. My Falcaria tigrina recently repotted, also doing well, but it has this leaf over here kind of in the middle that is gonna go, and that's a bit unsightly, but I'm gonna leave it be. My Graptobatalum pentandrum superbum, doing very well. I repotted it recently. The reason it's at the edge of the pot is because the stem is kind of leaning or crooked, so hence its weird location. This is the Sedavaria Royal Flush, the mother plant. I showed you its pup earlier. And this is my Graptopetalum pentandrum Murasaki, still looking like a boss. So just repotted it, same size pot, but different, new soil, essentially. I don't really fertilize. I change out the soil every so often. Over here on the sidelines is a Hawartha Enigma. It's going into bloom. I got this one from Leaf and Clay, also in the same time frame as the Culebra. This one hasn't been doing so well, and I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm just letting it be for now. My Aloe, most likely Aloe Blizzard. I have recently put it in a bigger pot, and I'm letting it create a lovely cluster because it has a bunch of babies. So I just kind of want it to grow in this mounding form. That is its natural habit. Over here, I have an aloe. I really want this to be an aloe ferox, but it's not. I think it's the stone aloe. But it's beautiful, and I'm going to love it for what it is. Right over here is my Echeveria Luminensis. This is actually has been grown from leaf propagation. The mother plant rotted after I purchased it. This is Echeveria nodulosa. That's just dust in there. It's not mealies or anything, but this thing has not been etiolating, and I've had a very poor record with this plant in the past, so interesting. Echeveria Lola, one of my favorites. Love this guy. So here's my other carunculated acquisition. It's Echeveria Teardrops. It is etiolating under the new light, so I'm not sure what the deal is, but looking healthy otherwise. It's very unique, so I am letting it be. I bought that one at Succulent Depot, and it was actually very inexpensive, so I recommend that you guys check out that website. Here is what used to be a tiny pup of an Echeveria that my friend from Philly brought over, and I've repotted it to a bigger pot under this light. Is really thriving. This is an Echeveria Raspberry Ice, purchased also from the Succulent Depot, just like the Raindrops Echeveria. This one is supposed to be very compact and kind of reddish in color. I think I water it too often because every time I see it scrunch up and shrivel, I feel bad. So, and then it kind of opens up and it kind of looks like a Mexican snowball, Echeveria elegans, but whatever. This is a leaf propagation of a unknown Sedavaria species. I thought it was a crest, but it isn't. It's just a pretty cluster. Over here is my Andromuscus Capariai, doing very well. One of my favorite Andromediscus. I love the spotting on it. So this is my Pachyphytum compactum, the mother plant and the pup. One of my few cacti, gift from my friend Agata. This is a Pachyphytum amethystinum. It's the same family as moonstones. This plant I do not have good luck with. Every time a new leaf grows, another one drops off. So here's another mimicry plant, a Titanopsis Calcerea, also recently repotted. This plant has been a challenge to grow. I grow it and I add some additional like lime chips to the soil because they grow on lime outcroppings out in nature in South Africa. It has bloomed for me twice in the past. It's a tricky plant, but it is beautiful and very unique. Here is my unknown sedum or Sedavaria that my friend Agatha gave me when I first got my house. So it's doing very well. Recently put in a bigger pot as well. My other Andromediscus. So this one is Andromediscus Maculatus Calico hearts. You can see kind of the, you can see kind of the reddish spots on it. Very pretty plant, pretty slow growing, and has not yet received all of its color that it should. So this is my collection under the main grow light. Apologies if I went too fast. I didn't want to exceed the 15 minutes that I'm allotted on YouTube. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you want me to talk more or make a separate video about any of these plants, please let me know. And until next time, thanks so much. Bye.